Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the Master of Hoppets, today joined by...
Hit like the General of Grizzly.
Yes, and we're checking out some peat barrel-aged Imperial Stout. Islay barrel-aged. We love peated things, both whiskey and beer, so I thought this was good to share with him, Mike.
Yeah.
And these we got on Beer Dome, so thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beers. These are from the Moersleutel, and it's a brewery in the Netherlands. A lot of you guys probably know, getting loads of traction for stouts. Most of it has been really sweet pastry stuff, or also just well balanced stuff with a real ingredient. They do all kinds of things with stout, but these just really caught my eye because I love peated beers and it's not too often we see them. But we're checking out their smoked peated Islay #1 and #2. They're 12% Imperial Stout aged in a plethora of different Islay whiskey barrels and then blended together. What they use is says that some of the distilleries are Lafroig and Bunabin, it says. And then the #2 is then also conditioned on almonds.
Yeah. Smoked, no, not smoked.
Toasted almonds. Yeah. Which is interesting. Toasted almonds and smoke.
I actually am not sure if I've actually ever had a peated beer. I mean, I've had a Brauch beer, but that's not really the same.
But maybe have you ever had anything in peat whiskey barrels?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. So this will probably be the first for me.
Well, let's dive in with the regular first. So
this one.
So pours a nice pitch black color in the glass. It looks like a rich Imperial Stout.
Yeah.
What do you call the head? Brown?
Yeah.
Tan?
Licoricey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out the aroma. Really peaty. Wow. Loads
That
of
almost
peaty
smells like a glass of peated whiskey.
Yeah. Loads of Islay whiskey.
Yeah.
Loads. Also some minerality. Like almost like oceanic minerality.
Yeah.
Like a salinity.
Yeah, some salinity, yeah.
Actually, you know what I think would be good in there? A beer like this. Salmiak licorice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Salty licorice. It's a
Salty
very
licorice,
Scandinavian thing.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting a little bit of that now that I say it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very umami driven too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there is a little bit of sweetness in the aroma, but it's not
touch of vanilla.
Touch of vanilla and touch of sweetness, but not a lot of sweetness.
No. It's big time
peated. Yeah. But not like a bonfire peated, but
no.
Yeah.
Just like that, like really nice mineral peat smoke that you get from Islay whiskeys.
Yeah.
I'm also getting a little bit of dark fruit, like a prune or something, and there's also some dark chocolate, I think.
Yeah.
But it's like really dark, deep flavor.
A hint of it, maybe.
Yeah.
But I mean, the peat is really...
Yeah, it's intense. It's
intense.
Well, let's give it a taste.
Yeah.
Cheers. And thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. Ooh. Whoa. Loads of peat. Wow. Woo! This has got to be one of the most peated beers I think I've had in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, this is almost like taking a sip of a peated whiskey.
Yeah.
But you have...
but it's sweeter.
It's sweeter, yeah. It's actually quite a bit sweeter than I thought from the aroma.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I think the sweetness balances it out a bit.
But it's really...
It's so savory.
Yeah, really, really savory.
Which is awesome. I'm
like a little bacon, actually.
Yeah, almost a little bit, touch. Like, also like molasses.
Yeah, molasses and,
Blackster molasses and like, there's also like a really dark roast coffee on the aftertaste. Almost like espresso. It's almost like a molassesy espresso kind of burnt vibe too. Like a heavy roasted malt that's quite well balanced also with sweeter vibes. Like like sweeter caramelly vibes.
Yeah. And the aftertaste is quite savory with kind of like a meaty thing going on.
And very dry.
Very dry,
actually. Sweet, it's full body, but it's got a very dry, woody finish. It's like real old wood type flavor too.
Yeah.
Like
woody,
it's not like that kind of really caramelly, fudgy, like it's more like just like a dry, old, woody aftertaste. It's really a nice breath of fresh air in a world of barrel aging where most is bourbon. I love the flavor profile in this actually.
And I think it's really a good balance between the sweetness and the peat and the the burnt.
I'm getting loads of like smoky licorice.
Yeah, smoky. Yeah.
Smoky licorice, savory licorice, umami, almost like Marmite flavor. If you ever had Marmite, that bitter, like savory flavor. I actually had it when we were in Leeds. Again for the first time in years. But yeah, that's really, really good. It takes me back to drinking something like Octopussy from that was the name. It was Octomore Barley by Struise. That was a fantastic. One of the best peated beers I've had. That was maybe a bit more, as far as I remember, well balanced than this. This is a bit more edgy. It's also a bit more. It's quite raw.
It's quite raw. Yeah.
It's almost like being on a weathered island, like Islay, I guess.
Yeah.
And it has that like oceanic minerality to it as well.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive.
It's a very special beer, I would say.
It's really good. It's definitely awesome and out there and fun to see in a world of pasty.
They are not they're not trying to hide any of the flavors.
This is where they just say, let's go all in on awesome peat.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's fucking great. Actually.
I mean,
it's like the more I drink it, the more I'm getting into it.
And that's also why this probably isn't for everybody. But man, there are no compromises here.
No, an insane drinkability.
Yeah,
and I love that. It's like this dark chocolate, also dark coconut flavor. So I like how they also did underplayed adjunct version. Like it's not all kinds of crazy stuff. It's just some toasted almonds.
Yeah.
But
with the same base, right?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's the exact same beer, just with toasted almonds. It says here. Yeah. Or just says with peat smoke. Peated Islay number 2, we added
I'm a sucker for almonds in beer, so.
Yeah. I wonder if this is going to be a continuing series where they do different peat smoke beers. That'd be cool. Looks the same pretty much as Pitch Black. It's got that tan head. Brown head, licoricey head. Let's check out the aroma. Yeah, it's got a slightly sweeter profile. Like, almonds can also sometimes be like slightly milky.
Yeah, like marzipan also.
Yeah, marzipan-y, but it's a touch. It feels a bit milky, more modern than.
Yeah, it's more mellow.
Yeah,
more mellow.
And I think also, there's lactose in both. I think the lactose seems more apparent in this one with the almonds. Yeah,
there's actually quite a bit less peat aromas in the almond compared
it's almost to like that.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like, and also less savory umami. Yeah. It's almost like that subtracts some of that intense peat.
But I mean, almonds are also actually quite sweet.
Yeah. It's a sweeter kind of nut. Yeah. Like almond milk tastes awesome. It's a sweeter type thing. It smells nice. Let's try it. Cheers. That's really good too, man.
That's really good.
Really good. Really almondy and touch, like a touch sweeter. Yeah. But still a lot of peat.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you did a bar snack of like peat whiskey roasted onions with soy sauce or something.
Yeah. I mean, I would say this is more well-rounded.
Yeah.
It's not as edgy. Raw. Yeah. Damn tasty.
Yeah. Really fucking great beers. Very big mouthfeels too. Very full and rich, but still really drinkable. It's not like too much.
No, it's not. I really dig this.
I really dig it too. I really dig both.
Yeah.
I think in terms of which one I prefer, it'd be hard to say. I think it depends on my mood. If I was more into a sweet beer or if I was more into a more raw beer. They are definitely not for everyone. Like you have to be a lover of peat because there's so much peat flavor. If you love Islay whiskey and you love Imperial Stout, this is probably one of the best interpretations of doing this in Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
I think they're actually world-class stouts, but you have to be into that flavor.
Yeah, and I mean, there is no, as I said, no compromises. You know exactly what you're drinking here. I mean, but still with complex flavors and aromas as well.
Yeah. I mean, again, that it has that like savory, salty licorice and all this, like all this savory umami, also marmite and like all of those are not flavors that most people want in stout nowadays. People want chocolate, fudge, caramel, vanilla, maple, all this like crazy sweet. Yeah. I love this. Like it's totally different. But yeah, this is so much more rounded, and that toasted almond totally shows.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, you can. I don't know. Can you taste the almonds? Like, I mean, I don't think you can.
You can. Well, almond isn't like the most flavorsome thing in the world, but it gives some kind of sweetness.
It gives some kind of sweetness and.
I think it's also just because we know it's in there, but it just reminds me of these like almonds you can get at bars and stuff that's been like oven roasted with like soy sauce often.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
with
there
like
is some-
porter, I think at Basement Beer where they do leaf just
Yeah.
porter roasted ones.
I would say it's maybe even more in the. Maybe it's actually a little bit more in the mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little bit more nutty in a sense.
And it's also maybe a little bit more oily.
Yeah, it's a
So
little
maybe
bit more
that could
oily.
be because of the nuts. These nuts. Really good beers, man. Really good.
I'm
World class.
more into the almond one because I think it's I like this as well very much, but I think this is a more well-rounded.
Yes, but I think this is more true representation of drinking
more-
Islay whiskey.
That's true, but that's true.
But I have a hard time picking a favorite. I think I'll tie them and both on a 95. Just hitting the world class mark. Maybe even 96 actually. I think they're just world class barrel aged Islay stouts. I just remember liking Octomore more, and I gave that like 97, 98. Because I don't know, it's not too much Islay. I love that it's so forward. Like you just have to love it.
And it's not too much as well.
No, it's very forward, but there's so much other things going on.
Yeah.
In terms of flavor profile, but you just have to love these flavors, and I, frankly, do. So.
So what are you giving them?
I think I'm gonna tie them at like a 96.
96. Then I am going to give this 95, 96. Yeah.
Really fantastic, world-class peated whiskey beers. Like if you love anything peat, this is what you need to get. And if you love smoky flavor,
Yeah,
This
if
is what you
you,
need
if
to
you,
get.
if you like Rauchbier as well,
yeah, I mean it's
I
a
mean,
very different flavor
it's
profile
very
from
different.
Rauchbier.
it's very different.
Because
Yeah.
peat smoke is so much different than
Yeah.
say beechwood smoke, which is most common. But it's so well executed, and I think it actually works better at peat smoke in stouts like this than it does in like say a lager, for example, or something.
Yeah.
If you're making a Rauchbier, I had one not too long ago, which was a peat smoke Rauchbier with brown sugar, and it was just a bit too too much like sitting with an ashtray. Whereas like it was not that meaty full smoke. It was just like so burnt and ashy. And this has that, but it has a big sweet stout base, not a lager base.
Yeah.
So I think it suits this better.
But they're not peating the malt, it's just from the barrel.
I think, it doesn't say. So it says smoked peated Islay. So I wonder if they say smoked and peated on there just to let people know this is going to be smoked. Be careful. Because it's one of those flavor profiles that splits the waters. But fucking wonderful beers. I'm so stoked I got to try these.
Yeah.
I just saw them on Beer Dome when I was making a box or getting a box ready of some stuff, and I was like, oh, I love smoked beers. You see that so rarely. Let's get them. So yeah, world class Islay smoked whiskey beer. If that's up your alley, this is a must. So if you guys were lucky enough to try the Moersleutel smoked peated Islay number 1 and number 2, let us know what we thought of them. Huge thanks to Beer Dome for the beers. Such a treat to drink something like this. I mean, I love it. So yeah, if you had them, guys, let us know what you thought of them. Which one's your favorite? And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And now we got some big old stouts to finish.
Yeah.
And say cheers and see you guys in another beer review.